We welcome you to the Johnny Bergoldi Memorial Gymnasium here on the campus of Garden Area High School for today's Class C matchup as the Medomak Valley Panthers come into Tigertown to take on your Tigers. Hello everybody, I'm Chris Wheeler alongside Evan Grady. Looking to be a good matchup today. The 8-4 Medomak Valley Panthers coming into this one to take on the 10-2 Gardner Tigers. Medomak Valley in their first year of varsity play. Played 1 year as a club last year, going 9-2 on the season. And obviously, you know, as the Gardner Tigers, starting out way back in 2011. Medomak Valley definitely has their work cut out for them today. Go over the stats brought to you by Emily Grady, the JV coach of the Gardner Tigers, informing us the other day that all the stats are up to date on Max Preps. Kaylin Davidson leading the class. 79 kills, 76 aces with a 43.9 kill percentage. That's 1.9 kills per set average. Not far behind her is Julie Folsom with a 41.9% kill percentage. And a 368 hit percentage with 57 kills. It's 154 digs. And Camden Jeunesse with 41 kills. It's 1.1 kills per set. Getting set to go here. It's senior night. Not too many to call off this year. So we got 3 seniors on this roster. Camden Jeunesse, Cassidy Stanley, and Julie Folsom. Definitely going to miss a Folsom last name next year, as Folsom has been a powerhouse name here in Tigertown. Go over to the Medomak Valley Panthers. Not much to see on Max Preps, as obviously being a first-year program. But we do have a little bit of stats here. Maggie Bruno, a junior outside hitter, led the match against Wiscasset the other day. Wiscasset being a powerhouse the last couple of years in Class D. It's a co-op between Wiscasset and Morse. Maggie Bruno led the match with 8 kills. Abigail Kopishki helping out that one with 7 kills in a stunning win over Wiscasset. It's a big win for Medomak Valley, getting a lot of points out of them. Again, like we said, Medomak Valley in their first year of varsity play. 8-4 record, not too bad, Evan.
Not bad at all, especially for a first-year team coming out from being a club. You got to admit that is a great way to make your impression, especially coming into the Class C division.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, going 9-2 in club play, there is still some clubs out there, but a good portion of them now are playing varsity. And that's not a bad thing. Getting to see the varsity programs here in the state of Maine grow and grow and grow. It's been a fun, ecstatic time. But we'll take a break. See a couple of our local sponsors. We'll be back for senior introductions after this.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Back here as we bring you senior introductions. Nate Stubbard on the call for that one. Introduce the 3 seniors, and I'm sure the 3 as well from Medomak Valley. Cam Jeunesse, Cassidy Stanley, and Julie Folsom, the 3 seniors here on this Tiger squad. It's been a fun 4 years having Julie Folsom in this one, as well as Cam Jeunesse showing up.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome
We'll send it down to Nate.
Volleyball Senior Night. Before we get to our Gardner seniors, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the lone senior from Medomak Valley High School, number 35, Kaya Flaherty.
I must have had something wrong. but on the roster, it has him listed with 3
Tonight,
seniors.
we come together not only to celebrate a game, but to honor a special group of athletes and the incredible journey they've taken over the past 4 years. To our seniors, thank you for your dedication, leadership, and love for this program. You've left your mark on Gardner Volleyball, and your impact will be felt long after your final serve. We also want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the parents and families. Your endless support through long drives, packed bleachers, and countless hours behind the scenes has meant everything. This night is a celebration of your commitment, just as it is theirs. Thank you all for being part of this journey. Now let's get to our seniors. So when I call a senior, if the family members could please come down, we'll have a picture taken right over there with that backdrop. So the first senior I'd like to recognize is Cassidy Stanley. Cassidy has been a 4-year member of the volleyball program here at Gardner. Cassidy would like to thank both of her coaches that she has had over the last 4 years, and also like to thank her mom, dad, and family. Cassidy's favorite memory as a Gardner Tiger was walking in as a freshman and the seniors that year being very welcoming and making her love the sport. Cassidy has plans to continue her education after high school and become a medical sonographer. Cassidy is joined tonight by her mom, dad, and little brother. The next senior I'd like to recognize is Cammie Genest. Cammie is a 4-year member of the volleyball program here at Gardner. You forgot somebody, Cammie. Cammie would like to thank Becky and Jeff Folsom for being so supportive and for always showing her care and kindness. Thank you for all the rides and fun. She appreciates the both of you. Cammie would also like to thank her Grammy for coming to every game. Cammie's favorite memory as a Gardner Tiger was the bus rides home and getting Kathleen to finally talk after almost a full volleyball season. Cammie has plans to attend UNE after high school to become an occupational therapist. Cammie is joined tonight by her mom, Heather, the Williams family, the Jordan family, the DeForge family, and her dad, Keith. And the last senior I'd like to recognize is Julie Folsom. Julie is a 4-year member of the volleyball program here at Gardner. Julie would like to thank her parents for always supporting her and her sisters for inspiring her to play volleyball. Julie's favorite memory as a Gardner Tiger was the bus rides home and teaching Bill how to thank Beyonce. I have no idea what that means. Julie has plans to attend a 4-year college after high school to study biochemistry with a goal of attending PA school. Julie is joined tonight by her mom, Becky, dad, Jeff, sisters Carly and Emily, and grandparents Ralph and Donna. To our senior athletes, thank you. Thank you for the hours of hard work, the passion you've brought to every practice and game, and the way you've carried yourselves with pride as members of Gardner Volleyball. You've set the standard for what it means to be a Tiger, both on and off the court. As you move on to your next chapters, know that you will always have a home here in Gardner Volleyball. We are proud of what you are and all you've accomplished, and even more excited to see where this takes you next. Thank you, seniors.
Greatly said there by Nate Stubbert. He's gonna move over to the other side of the court and we'll get starting lineups. 3 great seniors here on this Tiger team, being very impactful the last 4 years for the Tigers program. And if I'm not mistaken, if my math is correct, these seniors were freshmen when the Lizzie Gruber, Emily Grady era came through. And they got taught by a very proud, very strong volleyball team. We'll send it back down to Nate for the starting lineups.
I please ask that everyone in attendance please display good sportsmanship at all times. Anyone who is heckling officials or outwardly complaining about officials' calls, yelling at opposing players, fans, or spectators, or otherwise displaying poor sportsmanship may be asked to leave immediately. Please let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. In addition, there are no noisemakers permitted at inside events at Gardner Area High School. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starters for the visiting Medomak Valley Panthers. Number 7, Abby Kopishki. Number 11, Paige Gerlach. Number 12, Andy Winchenbach. Number 20, Rianne Simmons. Number 25, Brooke McNelly. Number 32, Maggie Bruno. And number 0, Katie Bickel. Medomak Valley is coached by Ryan McNelly and assisted by Morgan Murray. And now the starters for your Gardner Tigers. Number 10, Caitlin Davidson. Number 14, Kathleen Moore. Number 18, Lila Anderson. Number 11, Cassidy Stanley. Number 8, Cammie Janest. And number 34, Julie Folsom. Gardner is coached by Bill Boardman and assisted by Emily Grady. The official and Mr. Bob Harvey Webster.
Well, we'll take a break, get in to see some local sponsors. We'll be back just after this.
When you need top quality aggregate, you need McGee Construction. From gravel, sand, and crushed stone to specialty materials, McGee Construction has supplied mains contractors and homeowners for over 35 years. No project is too big or too small. Whether you're building a driveway, a home, a highway, we've got the materials you need delivered on time every time. For reliable service, expert advice, and high-quality aggregate, trust McGee Construction. Built on trust, driven by quality. At Randolph Hardware, our game plan is simple. We offer way more than just hardware. We have a huge selection of paint, plumbing, electrical, and gardening supplies to help you complete simple projects to major home renovations. We also offer a rental center, factory authorized power equipment repair, and the best tool selection around. So stop in today and let the Randolph Hardware team help make your project a winner.
I want to thank CB Matson's coming on as a sponsor this year. Offering, don't have it up there, but they are handicap accessible and an equal opportunity leaser. And I don't think we have it on this one either, but we do also want to thank Callister Real Estate for coming on board. Getting out, making an ad for them soon. But hey, it's senior night here in Tiger Town. Medomak Valley Panthers 8-4 coming in to take on your 10-2 Tigers. Here we go. Tigers going to be backed by Caitlin Davidson. She has been an absolute powerhouse this year. It's just a sophomore. And that shows the grit that these Tigers have. We'll see if Medomak Valley, the first-year program, can keep up with the Tigers. Like we had said in the pregame, Medomak Valley, in their first year of varsity play, starting out, 8-4 on your first varsity year is not bad one bit. Talking with Coach Ryan McNelly before the JV game even started. It's actually a basketball coach, and he said, I don't know what I was walking into, but you know what? We'll take it. 8-4. He's also talking with Mike LaBelle of Lincoln County News and their win over Wiscasset. First year program, they have one player on this entire squad that has played volleyball before last year. They're very new to volleyball, but seeing great progression as the season goes on, and that 8-4 record shows.
And we will roll right into this first set here. Gardner looking to set to serve. Clears, brought back over from Simons. Winkenbach. Moore setting. Folsom over. Cleared back. Janest. Moore. Anderson over and out. Panthers taking the first point here. Kopishki now set to serve for the Panthers.
Lila Anderson with 53 kills on the year. Not missing very much.
Ball deep back and out. Tigers now with their first point here.
Please excuse us if you hear us coughing in the background. It's quite dry in the gym today. It wasn't like this the other day.
Davidson now on the serve for the Tigers. Ball clears. Up from Bickle. Winkenbach over from Bruno. Davidson and Folsom. More with the set there. Called it off after the third hit. Ball rolling back to the Panther side.
Yeah, not too much Folsom can do there.
Winkenbach now on the serve for Medomak. Ball clearing net. Deep back. Put up by Moore. Janest clearing. Winkenbach. Put over by Bruno. Davidson, Moore. Anderson with the tap over just off the hands of Bruno. Going down. Tigers taking the point. 2-2 here. John Abergoli. Anderson now on the serve. Ball clears net. Simons keeping it alive, but not quite out back behind the Gardner line. Anderson again on the serve. Ball is up and clears. Kopishki getting a hand on it. Ace for Anderson.
Lila Anderson with now 26 aces on the season.
Gardner up 4-2. Ball clearing from Kopishki over. Janest. Moore bringing back. Put back over by Janest. From Gerlach, Bruno, and Kopishki over and down. Medomak taking the point. Medomak only trailing by 1 now. Anderson out, Kristen in for the Tigers. Libero Bickle now on the serve. Ball clears off the arms of Kristen, dropping down. Medomak taking the point. All tied up.
Not common, but not rare to see the underhand serve, and it obviously working for Bickle there.
Ball once again clearing net and in just in front of Kristen for a second ace. Bickle taking the lead for the Panthers.
Cheerleaders in behind us getting some practice in as Dover Foxcroft comes in this Friday to take on your Tigers. It'll be senior night on Muncie Media. I'll actually be down at Central Maine Community College calling a volleyball game. Very rare to not have me up in the booth down at Hoke Field.
Folsom clearing her serve. Ball off the shoulder of Winkenbach. Ball dropping down. Tigers taking the point. Folsom with the ace. Gardner taking the lead back once again now, 6-5. Ball clearing from Bickle over and out into the bleachers. Ace for Folsom. is up, clears net. Bickle. Simons. Ball hammered over by Olette. A little too far back behind the Panthers line. Bring the Panthers 1 point closer to another tie-up. Bruno now on the serve. Ball clearing off the arms of Kristen. Ace for Bruno. All tied up here, 7-7. Ball clearing from Folsom. Moore and Janest over. Bruno. Kopishki tapping back. From Davidson, Moore, and Olette hammering down. Simmons on the front line, couldn't quite get ahead of it. Ball dropping down, Tigers taking the point.
Yeah, Alexia Ouellette's gonna be a force to be reckoned with the next 4 years. Only a freshman and showing the skills early.
Janest on the serve, clearing, put over by Bruno, dropping down. Panthers tying it back up here, 8-8. Simmons on the serve. Ball clears. Back corner of Gardner Tigers, dropping
Coach
down.
Bill Boardman gonna take a timeout quick here, trying to figure out what's going on mechanically with the Tigers. There's just something's not working.
Both teams neck and neck here. Medomak in that, holding that 1 point lead. They can't seem to, either team can't seem to get far enough ahead to really go on a run.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's kind of been a little bit of miscommunications on both ends, on both sides. And Medomak Valley doing exactly what the Tigers don't need them to do. And that is get points, get a lead, and kind of take the wind out of the Tigers' sail here.
Here should be Coach Emily Grady moving game cam essentially down in the back corner over by the student section. Simmons on the serve. Ball out. Tigers will take the point. Olette on the serve. Kristen out, Anderson in for the Tigers.
Student section down far to our right. A mix of football and JV volleyball players. Not a bad thing, it'll be loud.
Olette clearing on the serve. Bruno putting back over from Davidson. Moore setting. Davidson once again clears. Put up from Bruno and a set by Kopishki. McNelly returning it. Now more for the Tigers. Anderson over. Bruno set from Kopishki. McNelly over. Davidson putting it back to the Panthers side. Simmons and Kopishki. Moore, Davidson, over to Simmons and Kopishki with a set. Put over by McNelly.
Good volley here.
Davidson on the kill there into the back corner of the Panthers. Gardner holding the lead.
That's a
10-9.
very pretty 8D kills on the season for Davidson.
Olette on the serve. Ball clearing. Bruno immediately returning. Folsom. Moore with a set. Anderson over. Simmons went for the dig. Ball dropped down low. Tigers taking the point. Furthering the lead now. Up by 2, 11-9.
Gonna take a look at that right here. As it comes over, I mean, there's not really much Medomak Valley can do if the Tigers get set up. Lila Anderson just banging it where they're not.
Kopishki setting over. Olette, Moore. Anderson with the set over. Bruno. Kopishki returning from Olette. Moore. Davidson once again over. Bickle. Put over by McNelly. Moore setting. Davidson again. Center court of the Panthers. Bickle couldn't get ahead of it in time, furthering the Gardner lead.
Good work by Davidson to get separation there. There was not a thing that Bickle could do on the back line.
Olette now on a run. Gardner up by 3. Tigers taking the kill there. Olette again on the serve. Ball clearing net from Kopishki. Winkenbach tries to put it up again. Defense on the Gardner side.
A great block there by Kathleen Moore and Lila Anderson. 2 bigs on the front. You're not going to get by him very much. Willett on the serve. Back to Bickle.
Bruno up. Off the speakers, coming down.
Coach Ryan McNelly going to talk to the Panthers here for his squad. That was one thing I was talking to him earlier on before the JV game started, was it may be a very low ceiling, but he was telling me it wasn't the lowest they've seen this season. Great New Gloucester actually has a ceiling that is about 8 feet shorter than Gardner.
Do they still count in play there?
Yes, and it's just like Gardner's stanchions. So it's very difficult to know where that ball is going to go no matter where you hit it. Now, if you are just tuning in or just tuning into volleyball action from Gardner, the rules are the ceiling is in play no matter where it touches. If you can't get the ball back over the net off the ceiling, you don't really have much of an option other than letting it touch, because Gardner is one of those short ceiling schools, so it's not, 60 feet tall like Coney, or Messalonsky, that has 2 very big gymnasiums, and you don't really have to worry about it. We're also not playing at the Madison Square Garden that's 160 feet tall.
Olette once again on the serve, on a run here for the Tigers. Tigers leading 15-9 in the second portion of this set.
Seems that what Bill Boardman talked to his team in the timeout did the job.
Front line, Kopishki and Anderson going for it, keeping the ball in the Tigers' possession. Olette still on the serve. 7-point lead for the Tigers. Ball clearing from Bickle. Kopishki tapping over again. Anderson with the defense. Bruno and Kopishki returning. Folsom, Moore, setting, Anderson. Kopishki and Bruno. Anderson went up once again, ball deflecting down, wrong direction for Anderson though, dropping down. Panthers taking the ball.
That's going to be a battle all night. Kopishki and Anderson going at it at the net.
McNelly now on the serve for Medomak.
I have Kopishki listed as a setter, but she is showing the strengths of an outside hitter.
Great dig there by Simmons. Moore. Davidson with a hammering hit coming off of Simmons. Tigers taking the point.
You're gonna see it right here. Great dig there. Davidson, well, bam! You aren't getting past that anytime soon.
Moore clearing. Kopishki returning from Moore. Folsom. Anderson putting the ball into the net on the Tiger side. Kopishki now on the serve for Medomak. Ball Ball clears net, deep back and out, furthering the Gardner lead. Up by 7 currently. Davidson now on the serve for the Tigers.
Davidson leading the team with 76 aces as of the other day.
Ball clearing from Bickle, over and out, giving Tigers the ace.
Making an estimated 77. Not a bad thing when you have a sophomore that is leading the stat line in kills and aces, service aces. Service aces wins matches.
Davidson clearing net in front of both Bickle and Kopishki. Another ace for Davidson. Davidson trying to go on a run here, coming in the closing portion of this first set. Ball clears, Kopishki with a dig from Bruno. Put over from Gerlach. More setting, Folsom. Kopishki, Gerlach, Kopishki once again. From Folsom. Anderson over, Simmons returning. More. Just glancing the net. Gerlach trying to get it back over, dropping down on the Medomak side. Tigers still holding on to it here. Davidson definitely trying to push forward.
Holding on to it, building that lead.
Currently up by 10. Ball clearing net from Bickle. Folsom, more setting. Folsom once again. The tap over. Net violation on Folsom. Medomak will take the point. Looking to etch away at this deficit here. Currently down by 9. Winkenbach on the serve. Ball clearing. Put over by Moore. From Bruno. Kopishki over. Taking the point. Kill for Kopishki.
Yeah, that was one thing that we saw the other day against Yarmouth, as Yarmouth took that 3-0 win from the Tigers, was they attacked that back line and the Tigers really just kind of stood on their heels.
Winkenbach with the ball outside. Tigers will take the point. Now up 22-13. Anderson on the serve. Stanley out. Let back in. Ball glancing net, still clearing. Simmons and Bruno. For Moore, Folsom, and Olette. Bickle, Bruno, Simmons hammering it over. Off the arm of Jeunesse, dropping down. Medomak taking the point.
I'm going to say that was one great save there by Moore, just barely getting a hand on it. Not going the Tigers' way, but still up, 22-14.
Bickle now on the serve for Medomak. Ball clearing, Folsom, Moore. Folsom once again over. From Bickle, Kopishki up. McNelly over. Tap over from Moore. Kopishki and Simmons keeping it alive. Kopishki once again to clear. Davidson, Moore, and Folsom over off the hands and knees of Winkenbach.
That was a great little sequence there by Kopishki and Simmons.
Folsom now on the serve for the Tigers, 23-14. Ball clearing, up from Bickle. Kopishki, Simmons over. Deep back and out. Tigers smartly calling off on that one, bringing them up to set point here in the first. Folsom on the serve, ball clearing, up from Kopishki. Winkenbach over from Bruno. More setting. Jeunesse on the kill off the hands of Bruno's. Tigers taking the first set, 25-14. Both teams really digging in there. honestly, about halfway through, the Medomak Panthers seem to be losing a little bit of steam, but we're going to be back here for more volleyball action coming into the second set after this.
At Fowler's Roofing, our staff and crews are very reliable and professional. We've been servicing New England for over a decade. When we approach a job from the free estimate to the finished product, the #1 goal is establishing trust with the homeowner and to provide them with 100% satisfaction. We specialize with shingle roofing, framing, siding, earthwork, metal roofing, metal buildings, and so much more. We are proud members of the Better Business Bureau, the Kennebec Valley Chamber of Commerce, and the Mid-Maine Chamber of Commerce. We are fully certified, thoroughly insured, and we offer a 24-hour emergency service serving the state of Maine, as well as a 5-year warranty on labor. As a business in the Kennebec County area, we are very proud to be a continuing sponsor for local schools and sports teams, building a better community with Fowlers.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
Why waste valuable? Elliott Office Products is a family-owned business that has been around since 1985. Grampy Charlie started the business as a service technician, and it has evolved into a full-servicing printing company. From simple copies to full logo design, we offer it all under one roof. Located in Farmingdale, Maine, we are at the heart of many different communities. We love assisting new and existing customers with any of their printing needs. Stop by, call, email, or send us a message on Facebook. We would love to help.
We welcome you back to the John A. Bergoli Memorial Gymnasium here on Munson Media. I'm Evan Grady, joined here by Chris Wheeler for more Class C volleyball. First set went to the Tigers, 25-14. Thank you to our sponsors, Elliott Office Products there at the end. But we're going to roll right back in on this second set.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like the Tigers, after that Bill Borbin timeout, picked up some steam, picked up some motivation they needed, and rolling to a 25-14 first set victory. It seemed a little bit of a more or less, not really adding steam, but was realized, okay, why is Medomak still in this one? You know, being 10-2, I mean, they have every right to want to have that extra motivation, and we're here in the second set.
Once the momentum got going, it was hard to stop for the Tigers.
It's very hard for the opponent of the Tigers. Once that momentum starts to kick into high gear, you're not really going to you're not going to be able to come back from it. Once Caitlin Davidson starts getting warm, gets comfortable in the outside hitting.
All right, starting up this second set, Kopishki on the serve for the Panthers. Ball clearing deep back and out. Tigers taking the first point here. Kathleen Moore on the serve.
Mr. Colvin and Coach Hanley on the flags tonight. Lisa Palmer running the clock down at soccer.
Panthers taking the second point there. Ball clearing net and in. Panthers holding on to it now. Up 2-1. Winkenbach still on the serve.
If you're just tuning into this one, Medomak Valley in their first year in varsity play, 8-4 so far. Played their first year, 9-2 in club volleyball. Everybody's going to start out somewhere, and the Medomak Valley Panthers are starting out on quite a tear.
Ball dropping short there on the Panthers side. Davidson was on a real good run there at the closing portion of that first set, now on the serve.
Doesn't miss very much. You saw her there kind of cover her, covering her face. Doesn't miss very often.
Bickle on the serve. Ball clearing, Jeunesse putting it up. Off of Stanley and Jeunesse trying to keep it alive. Bickle still ball in hand, ready to serve. Medomak now up 4-2. Ball clearing from Stanley. Moore and Folsom clearing. Put over with a hammer for McNelly. Folsom tapping. Simmons and McNelly both going up for it. Ball dropping short. Tigers now 3-4. Stanley out, Oled in. Anderson on the serve. Ball clearing, short. A little spin drift and a kick there. Mr. Colvin almost got taken out by that.
He's got his hat on. He didn't see it coming down until he looked up.
Anderson once again on the serve after the ace. Bickle, Bruno with a set. Simmons over. From Jeunesse over. The Tigers off the hands of Kopishki into the net. Tigers holding on to the point. Tigers now in the lead, 5-4. Anderson on the serve. Ball clearing. Off of Winkenbach. Ace for Anderson.
Anderson on a 3-point run.
Ball clearing from Winkenbach. Bickle up. Kopishki over. From Davidson. Moore with a set. Folsom clearing court. Bruno went for the dig. Dropping down. Kill for Folsom.
The student section here at Gardner saw that one before it even happened. You could hear him winding up going, whoa, and Folsom with a kill.
Anderson glancing net, but clears from Winkenbach. Bruno went for the dig. Anderson holding on to a good run here. They're up to 5 points, 8-4. Tigers leading. Ball clears and an ace for Anderson. Bringing it up to 6. With timeout from Medomak Valley.
Coach Ryan McNelly talking to his team. Ryan McNelly in his second season as head coach here for the volleyball team at Medomak Valley. Was a basketball coach at Medomak as well. And a fun little fact I found out pre-game, if you watch any of the main basketball tournament, his brother is actually the one who runs the live stats program, main high school basketball rankings.
Both teams coming back out here.
And I will bring up this as the Tigers are going on a run. It's a very cool knowledge, fun fact for fans of the Gardner Tigers. Tigers are only 0.6% behind the national average in kills per set at 7.5. Tigers sitting at 6.9. Quite a feat to have.
Anderson with another ace.
Being only, 0.6% across the nation behind in kills per set is quite, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Being led by Caitlin Davidson.
Simmons with a hammering hit, clearing. Ball over, Bickle up. From McNelly over. Medomak taking a powerhouse point there. Bringing them up.
Yeah,
5-10.
take a look at it right here. That was nuts. I'm sorry. Simmons laid out on that one. You can see her. She's on the other side of the court. Books it. Hits the net and just over. Wow.
Bruno now on the serve for Medomak, glancing net with an ace. Off of Dennison there. Bruno now looking to clear up this deficit here. Down by 4, 6-10. Ball clearing from Davidson. Kopishki and Simmons going both up there for it. Folsom clearing net. Bickle, Kopishki. McNelly over from Olette, Moore. And Olette once again. Bruno, Kopishki, Simmons hammering it into the net a little short. Tigers will take the point. Now leading 11-6. Folsom now on the serve. Ball clearing for Folsom. Off of Bruno. Kopishki returning. Folsom, Moore with a set. Davidson setting over. Bickle. Kopishki returning. Davidson. Folsom and Jeunesse setting over. Bickle looking to lay out for the dig. Ball dropping short. Tigers furthering the lead now, 12-6.
Yeah, that was a great push over there by Cami Jeunesse. Just kind of seeing the floor as it plays out.
Folsom glancing net on the serve, clearing for the ace. Winkenbach laying out, couldn't quite get there. Folsom clearing net from Bickle. Kopishki with the set. Simmons over, deep back and out. Gardner still holding on to the point. Folsom now on a run, getting into the second portion of this first set. Second set, excuse me.
Yeah, this is who you want at the serving line.
Ball clearing for Folsom. Bickle and Kopishki setting. Bruno over. Center court of the Tigers. No defending player there, ready for it. Panthers now on the serve. Simmons ready to go. Ball clearing, dig from Davidson, cross court. Moore couldn't get ahead of it in time. Ace for Simmons. Trailing 8-14, 6 behind. Simmons looking to close the gap. Glancing net to clear, Folsom with a dig. Moore, Jeunesse over. Kopishki putting the ball up. Bruno couldn't quite get to it in time. Jeunesse now on the serve for the Tigers. Ball clearing from Simmons. Kopishki. McNelly tapping over from Folsom. Moore with a set. Folsom once again. Davidson over. Simmons. Kopishki with the set. McNelly over. Davidson. Moore setting. Tapped over by Olette. Kopishki and Winkenbach over. Kept alive by McNelly. Moore. Davidson with a hammering hit, a little too far back behind the Panthers line. (15-9). McNelly now on the serve. Ball clearing from Dennison. Moore. Put over by Olette. Winkenbach on the front line for the Panthers, getting it ahead of Jeunesse and Dennison. Panthers taking the point, now only trailing by 5.
Bill Borbin going to take a timeout here for the Tigers, talk this one over. Seemed to work the last time he did it. We'll see what the Tigers can bounce back as Medomak Valley has gotten some wind into their sails. They're starting to fight their way back into this one.
Tigers up by 5 about this time in the last set. They really started to extend it.
Want to thank all of our local sponsors, as well as our anchor sponsors. GAHS Line Retirement Planning, McGee Construction, Randolph Hardware, Fowler's Roofing, Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation, the IGA, no longer Goggins. Need to get the sign taken down. Or sorry, no longer IGA, but it will be Goggins. Changing distribution, and we'll get a change in our ad once they change that.
More with the set, and another hammering hit from Davidson, called in. Gardner now leading 16 to 10. Dennison out, Anderson in for the Tigers. Bickle now in for McNelly on the Panthers side. Ouellette on the serve, ball clearing from Simmons. Winkenbach. Kapishki over. Winkenbach clearing, Folsom up. Moore. Davidson with a tap. Kapishki. Winkenbach sets. Kapishki over. Moore. Anderson. Moore once again. Bruno. Simmons. Over from Winkenbach. Janest set by Moore. Anderson hammering over. Attempt on the dig by Bickle. Dave Anderson with the kill.
Alexia Ouellette, the freshman, going to take this one. These are showing the reasons why she's on this varsity club. Or varsity team, I don't know why I said club. Varsity team is just a freshman.
Simmons over, Ouellette set by Moore. Davidson hammering back from Bruno. Kapishki into the, Winkenbach into the net, dropping down. Tigers taking the point. Gardner now leading 18-10. Ouellette once again on the serve. Ball clearing from Bickle. Winkenbach. Gerlach over. From Janest. Anderson. Janest once again. Bickle. Winkenbach. Kapishki going over. Deep back and in. On the back Gardner line. Panthers bringing this to a 7-point deficit now, 11 to 18. Kapishki on the serve. Stanley now coming in for Ouellette. Kapishki clearing. Glancing off Janest with quite some force, ended up in the back row of the bleachers here on the Gardner side.
I mean, it got, when that came in, it got Janest on the knuckles, or thumb. Can't really control that one. You don't know where it's going to go if you don't get it on the forearm there.
Kapishki on the serve, hammering over and back behind the Gardner line. Moore on the serve. Gardner now up 19 to 12. Still holding a 7-point lead. Clearing net from Bickle. Gerlach. Winkenbach setting over. We're going to get Anderson setting over. Gardner taking the point. Moore still on the serve.
Medomak the Medomak player is kind of questioning that one. You can block and then re-hit. It is not considered a double hit.
Folsom and Anderson over. Gerlach and Kopishki setting. Deep back and in front of Stanley. Panthers now still holding that 7-point deficit as Gardner comes into the closing portion of this second set. Winkenbach on the serve. Looking to close the gap here. Ball clearing from Janest. A tap from Moore. Bruno and Kopishki going beneath the net there. Tigers will take the point. Davidson looking to close this set out for the Tigers, leading 21-13. Ball clearing net from Bickle. Bruno glancing it down. Davidson still taking the kill there. Gardner up 22-13. Ball clearing net. Kopishki. Bickle putting it into the back corner of the gymnasium. Tigers still holding the point, 23-13. Davidson once again on the serve.
Gardner girls soccer up 1-0 with 30 minutes to go in the first half. Getting a late start on that one. They started about 6 o'clock.
Ace for Davidson, bringing them to set point here in the second. Ball clearing from Kopishki. Bruno. Bickle trying to keep it alive. Tigers taking the second set here, 25-13. Took the first set, 25-14.
And it started right at this, at the again, just right at the halfway point there, as Gardner picked up their momentum. But that's going to do it for the second set. Taking it 25-13. We'll hear from a couple more local sponsors. We'll be back right after this.
At our firm, we have the client and only the client in mind. Our mission is to get to know and understand your needs, wants, and long-term goals. We want to help you develop, implement, and monitor a strategy that's designed to address your individual situation. We understand the challenges families face today. From managing debt to saving for college to retirement, these personal finance challenges can be overwhelming. Our commitment is to utilize all of our resources to help you pursue your goals. We believe in thinking out of the box, and we are not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom in our approach to financial services and preserving wealth. All of our energy, commitment, and efforts are focused on you, the client, and your satisfaction.
When choosing a financial institution to entrust your hard-earned money to, bigger is not always better. Will you be noticed? Will you be heard? At Gardner Federal Credit Union, our members aren't account numbers. They're our friends and neighbors. Each member has a vote, a voice. What matters to you matters to us. Lending decisions are based not solely on your credit score, but on who you truly are. We work diligently year-round to end hunger. We donate and volunteer throughout the community, supporting neighborhood events. We are local people making local decisions, investing in our members and giving back to our communities. Gardner Federal Credit Union, where your money has a voice.
Having free college, it's awesome.
I'm not going to have this weight of debt hanging over my shoulder.
It's so nice to be able to not have to worry about that burden. So yeah, set you up for success.
Back here for this one as we head into the third set. Here in Tigertown, we're at the Johnny Bergoli Memorial Gymnasium on the campus at Garden Area High School. We got a Munzie Media doubleheader. Rob Munzing down at Hope Field calling a girls soccer game. I think it might be raining out. I don't know. I saw an umbrella on top of a camera down there when I was just looking at our Boxcast feed. They're up 1-0 over Waterville. Your Tigers here in the gym are up 2-0, taking the first set 25-14 in the second set. Or actually, 25-13 the first set, 25-14. I got my numbers backwards. Hold on. 25 25-14 in the first set, 25-13 in the second set. I scribbled and I have a little bit of a blank spot behind my paper, so I couldn't even read my own writing, but hey. Back to Genest.
Ball
More
clearing.
Folsom.
Volley here to start on this first. Folsom tapping over from Gerlach over. Anderson going up front with Winkenbach. Winkenbach trying on the defense.
Get the scoreboard reset here. 1-0 Gardner. Kathleen Moore, just a sophomore. Hey, I rhymed.
Moore on the serve, ball clearing from Simmons. Winkenbach and Kapishki over. Moore, Genest up, Moore clearing net from Simmons. Winkenbach and Gerlach over into the back corner of the Gardner side. Panthers taking the point. Kapishki on the serve. Ball deep back behind the Tigers line. Tigers will take the point. Two 2-1, Tigers up. Davidson dropping down. Panthers taking the point.
Want to thank the generational Munzing running our camera tonight. Owen Munzing, grandson of Rob Munzing on our camera.
Ace for Winkenbach off the hands of Genest.
We'll have Dover Foxcroft in to take on your Gardner Tiger football team on Friday. That'll be, I think we'll be on the air at 6:30. 6:35 for senior night. He has a lot of seniors to graduate out of that football program, and it's definitely showing.
Anderson on the serve now for the Tigers. Ball clearing from Kapishki. Simmons setting over. Moore with a set. Folsom over. Off the foot of Bickle.
I will say this. Rihanna Simmons does not play like a freshman. And a fact that Coach Ryan McNelly was telling me earlier is most of these girls have never played volleyball competitively, I would think, up until before last year. And being able to keep up with a strong Gardner program like this, it's showing, you know, the experience that this team is going to get over the next couple of years.
Great volley on that last one.
Having graduating only one senior. I have them listed as 3. But a very junior freshman laden team here.
Little miscommunication there between Kapishki and Gerlach. Ball dropping down. Tigers taking the point. Anderson on the serve. Gardner up 6-3. Ball clearing net. Ace for Anderson.
Tigers on a 5-point run at the hand of Anderson again.
Anderson set to serve. Ball clearing from Kapishki, Bruno and Kapishki once again. Davidson, Moore, Folsom over, just beyond the reach of Gerlach.
Medomak Valley wants to stay in this one. They got to nullify the ability for Gardner to get set up on that front line. You get Folsom on the outside as well as Davidson, and Genest setting them up in the middle. And there's the ceiling play.
Bruno getting the ball up into the speakers. Simmons trying to get a hold of it. Anderson's still on a run here. Up 9-3 with a 6-point lead early on in this third set. Ball clearing from Kopishki, tapped over from Bruno. Moore, Folsom sets. Over by Ouellette. Bickle and Simmons, Kopishki returning shallow into the net. Tigers taking the point, now up 10-3.
Yeah, Coach Ryan McNally's going to take a quick timeout here. Probably just to talk something over.
Calm the frustrations.
Yeah. Allowing Gardner to get out this, allowing Medomak to get out this quickly, or Gardner to get out this quickly in a 7-point run. Medomak has really got to just attack, attack, attack. Don't let the wind out of your sails just yet. You still have that extra momentum you could capture.
Medomak out now. Tigers coming out here momentarily. Take what they can out of this free timeout for them. Anderson still on the serve for the Tigers. Tigers leading by 7, 10-3. Ball clearing net. Off the hands of Kopishki for the ace. Anderson on the serve. Run of 8. Ball clearing from Kopishki. Bruno and Simmons over. Davidson set by Moore. Folsom coming in on it. From Gerlach, Simmons. Winkenbach over.
Good save by Simmons to keep this one alive.
Folsom with a hammering hit again off Gerlach. Ball going deep up into the rafters, dropping down in front of Kopishki. That change of direction on the ceiling, it seems to be really getting to the Medomak side. Anderson again on the serve. Ball clearing. Anderson trying to get ahead of it. Medomak taking the point from Winkenbach.
Abby Marlowe getting her first action of the night. Abby Marlowe had to go down for her sister's senior recognition.
Bickle clearing net. Kopishki and Simmons over from Marlowe. Tapped over by Folsom off the hands of Simmons and McNelly. Tigers taking the point now, up 13-4. Folsom on the serve. Coming into the second half of this third set for the Tigers. Folsom clearing, Bickle with the dig. Simmons, Bruno over. Defense on the front line from Ouellette directly into Moore, a little too shallow. Panthers taking the point, Bruno on the serve. Ball clearing net from Marlowe. Moore, Folsom clearing. Bickle, Kopishki sets. Simmons over from Folsom. Moore with a tap over, Simmons returning. Moore setting, over from Ouellette. Defense on the front line from the Tigers. McNelly putting it off to the right. Jeunesse going for the dig. Medomak taking the point now, 6-13. Ball clearing. Outside, near on the Gardner side. Tigers taking the point. Jeunesse now on the serve. Ball clearing, up from Bickle. Kopishki with the set. Simmons hammering it over from Marlowe. Couldn't quite get a hand on it. Simmons taking the kill. Simmons now on the serve as well, trailing by 7. 7-14. Ball short. Tigers taking it now, 15-7. Ouellette on the serve. Ball clearing from Simmons. Kopishki, Bruno over. Folsom, set by Moore. Anderson over, Simmons. McNelly, Bruno setting over. Janest, set by Moore. Davidson trying to get a hold of it. Ball hitting the upper end of the net there, dropping down. Medomak taking it. Bickle out, Gerlach in. Ball clearing from McNelly. From Stanley and Moore, Janest clearing. Out beyond the Panthers' far line. Now only trailing by 6, 9-15. McNelly on the serve. Ball clearing net from Janest. Moore with a set. Davidson over, hammering into the net, dropping down. Medomak with another point. Now only down by 5. McNelly looking to keep this one going here for the Panthers. Ball clearing. Back corner of the Tigers. McNelly with the ace. Trailing by 4, closing the gap. McNelly on the serve once again. Ball clearing from Stanley. Moore with the set. Davidson over. Simmons with 2 hits there. Tigers will take the point now, 16-11. Moore now on the serve. Ball clearing from Simmons. Winkenbach, Kopishki over from Stanley, Moore, and Folsom. Defense on the front from Winkenbach, giving the Tigers the point. Moore once again on the serve. Ball is up, clearing. Simmons with the dig, giving the ace to Moore. 18-11. Tigers holding 7 points here. Ball clearing from Simmons. A tap over from Winkenbach. Moore sets, just glancing the net, dropping down. Ball couldn't make up its mind. Drop down on the Panthers' side. Gardner now up 19-11. Moore on a run. Ball short in the top end of the net. Medomak will take the point with Kopishki set to serve. Trailing by 7 here. Kopishki looking to bring back the Panthers. Ball clearing from Janest. Folsom and Davidson over. Kopishki with a set. Gerlach and Kopishki once again. Ball short into the net. Tigers taking the point, bringing them into the closing portion of this third and potentially final set here.
So I do want to inform everybody that is watching tonight. If it does happen, not promising anything, but we will try to cover as much playoff action from Gardner and Halldale here towards the end of the fall as our schedule allows it. The volleyball team should, with the standings they have right now.
Ball out behind Our line judge there going out. Tigers will take the point, bringing them 21-12.
But just to finish my statement, Gardner should and more than likely will have all home playoff games with the standings they sit in right now at number 1.
Davidson on the serve, ball clearing from Bickle and Kopishki. Winkenbach couldn't quite get a handle on it to get it back in bounds. Tigers now up by 10, 22-12. Davidson on the serve. Ball clearing from Kopishki. Gerlach. Bruno over, deep back and out. Tigers taking the point, 23-12. Davidson on a run. Ball clearing from Davidson. Simmons over. Anderson tapping it back down on the front line. Tigers at match point here, 24-12. Davidson looking to close this one out. Stanley out, Olet in. Janest out, Davidson in.
You're seeing the final times the seniors will step on this court in the regular season.
Folsom out, Kristen in.
Brings a little bit of a chill to your body. Does every time, especially how well this program has been run over the last, I don't know how many years, over 10 by now. I think 2011 this program started out as a club, and I think 2014, 2015 was the year that it started to become a varsity sport.
Davidson with the ace to close out this third and final set here at the John A. Bergoli Memorial Gymnasium here for senior night. Tigers taking all 3 sets. First 25-14, second 25-13, and third 25-12. Great game here from the John A. Bergoli for Class C volleyball. We'll stay here for a moment to cover the last bits of senior night as it unfolds.
Be able to remove their placards from the wall down to our right. If you know Gardner, there's a nameplate there. It's GAHS Varsity. You get your name and number put up on the wall, making the varsity team.
Might be able to get that in shot, I'm not too sure. Hold for a little test of camera coverage here, folks.
Should be able to. Yep, right there. Go up to your right, Owen.
And there we have it.
You see the GAHS Varsity to your right. Coach is talking it over right now with their team, so we'll stick here for just a second. Well, actually, we'll send it to a break. We'll come back. That way we can get in our final round of sponsors. If you get into any of these local businesses, please just thank them for sponsoring Muncie Media, being able to bring it to you live here for free, no charge. We'll send it out to Corliss Gravel Pit. How about that?
Started by the Corliss family in Pittston in 2019, Corliss Gravel Pit offers some of Kennebec County's highest quality gravel products. Located just south of the old Cedar Grove Road, on the right off Route 27, we offer a variety of products for all of your needs. At Corliss Gravel Pit, our loader is always ready and on site. Local deliveries on larger quantities are always available. And we offer discounts on large quantities as needed. We also offer plowing and sanding services during those tough Maine winters.
Corliss Gravel Pit is family owned and operated since 2000.
We are Bulldog Strong. We are a local organization committed to kids, committed to our community, dedicated to teaching the next generation how to give their time and talents to make a difference, and supporting those affected by cancer. Bulldog Strong Basketball was established in 2013 when my own mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I saw firsthand her struggles, doubts, fears, and her amazing fight to live. Cancer does not discriminate, and so many of us have been directly affected by the disease. Our basketball family has grown over the past 8 years, and we continue in our mission to provide opportunities like our summer camp, All-Star Showcase, and our 3-day invitational to raise money for those in need. Through competition on the court, we learned so much about how sports can shape our lives in a positive way. We are passionate in what we do. We are proud of our Bulldog Strong family. We are incredibly thankful for the support we have received. Kids, community, and caring for one another is who we are. Remember, no one fights alone.
Back here to finish up this one as Medomak Valley Panthers were beaten 3-0 tonight, 25-13, 25-14, and then 25-12. Medomak Valley coming into this one as a first-year program. I mean, you got to hang your heads high on this one, being able to, stick with Gardner for a good portion of each set. But Gardner just taking the wind out of Medomak Valley's sails to take this one to an 11-3 record for Gardner. That'll wrap up their home regular season. Now, here's the thing. They will have home court advantage in the playoffs, being ranked at the #1 slot. So not a bad thing for the Tigers. Medomak will go to 8-5 on the season. Sure, they still have one more home match. Gardner will head up to Coney. If you can make that game, make your way up to that one. That one's going to be a fun one to watch. Head up to the Coney-Gardner rivalry. It doesn't matter what sport you're watching. It's going to be a fun one. You're seeing the crowd down there supporting the 3 seniors. Again, Cammie Janess, Cassidy Stanley, and Julie Folsom. So that's going to wrap it up here from the volleyball court. If you're still watching right now, make your way on to MunseyMediaSports.com. Go catch the girls' soccer game against Waterville. They're up 1-0 with 20 to go in the first half. That's going to wrap it up from here. For now, we'll see you in playoff action if we are able to. But thanks everybody for watching. My name is Chris Wheeler alongside Evan Grady. Thanks Owen Munzing on the camera. You're watching Gardner Volleyball on Munzing Media Sports.